Yo, I'm about to go on a rant about the Pistons and the delusional fan base. First off, we know the refs don't like us. Every time we lose, the first thing the fans do is blame the refs. Yes, the refs were trash last night. Beyond trash. It was horrific. I get that. It's always been like that. But the game itself, we still should have won. And the reason why we didn't win is not because of the players, truly speaking. It's because we don't have the right personnel. We don't have the right pieces for a contending championship. Let me explain this to y'all, right? I'm pro trade. And here's why. In today's NBA, you need certain pieces to compete. And one of those things is a stretch four. A stretch four. Most elite NBA teams that contend, they have that. Pistons do not have that. Pistons also lack two-way players. So sit back and listen to what I'm about to say if you got time. Tobias Harris is a liability. He shouldn't be in the starting lineup to begin with. But again, there is a thing as unwritten NBA rules. We are paying him 27 million. So he technically has to start. Again, it's an unwritten rule. You get what I'm saying? I prefer Stewart in the starting lineup. But I also understand why we don't start Stewart because we need him to be the backup center for Duran. Although we have Paul Reed, Stewart is still a better rim protector. All right. 27 million he making at the age of 33. And he's an undersized four at 6'8". Shooting 34% from the 3-point line. That is bad. When I say we lack two-way players, what I mean by that is that we have a lot of one-dimensional players. We have players that are only good at doing one thing. Example, Asar Thompson, which, by the way, I would not trade Asar Thompson. I'm putting that out there. He's a one-dimensional player. He just has great defense. His offense is non-existent at times. He's a black hole. He's a black hole. He doesn't have an isolation game because of his handles. He doesn't have a three-point shot. He's a bad free throw shooter. He's a liability, but his defense is so great that it makes up for it. Duncan Robinson, one-dimensional, great shooter, terrible defender. Although he puts in effort, he's a terrible defender. When Duncan Robinson's shots are not falling, he's a liability. He's useless on the floor when his three-pointers are not falling. These are holes that the Pistons have, and they're major holes. And again, this goes back into the playoffs with the Knicks when K didn't have that legit second option, that second scorer. When you look at the Pistons roster, let me show y'all this. When you look at the Pistons roster, they don't have any player on this team that can give you 20, that can score over 20 points per game outside of Cade. Cade is the only player who can score over 20 points per game. That is bad. A lot of these delusional Piston fans will try to say they're still young. I get that. But the issues we have doesn't have to do with the age of the group at all. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's just a bad fit at certain spots. We struggle against the zone defense. The zone defense is middle school, high school defense because in today's NBA, mostly everybody can shoot the ball. This is why a lot of teams no longer use zone because every player can shoot. But that's not the case with the Pistons. Our center can't stretch the floor. Duran is not a shooter. Asar Thompson is not a shooter. Cade is inefficient. He's not efficient enough. He's not really a shooter. Does this make sense to y'all? One of the people I suggested, and so has others, is Michael Porter Jr. A lot of the delusional Piston fan base will say, we don't want Michael Porter Jr. I asked them, what's the reason you don't want him? He doesn't fit the culture. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? He doesn't fit the culture. You have a dude that's 6'10, 6'9, 6'10, with a 7 foot wingspan at the age of 27, shooting 25 a game, 25 points per game. Again, his numbers will probably take a dip once he get on the Pistons, but it's not going to be a huge dip. 7 rebounds, 3 assists at 50% from the field. What is his three-pointer percentage this year? 40% from the three at around 30 something million. But y'all don't want him. You have a top 10, maybe top 5 MVP candidate in Cade. And you telling me you don't want to look for a second option, a number 2 for him. The issues we see right now are the same issues that happened in the playoffs against the Knicks. Cade not having a second option. And then the fan base going to say, well, we have Ivy. Listen, I like Jaden Ivey, okay? But it's time to say that the ship has sailed. He's a liability on defense, although his on-ball defense has been better. His off-ball defense is terrible. He is not an on-ball scorer. He's an off-ball scorer. When Ivy has the ball in his hand, he's a turnover machine. He can't get his shot off. He struggles to get to the basket unless he's on fast breaks. He's better without the ball. He's an off-ball scorer. He's not an on-ball scorer. Michael Porter Jr. is a way better on-ball scorer than Ivy. I hear fans talk about, well, Michael Porter Jr. defense is terrible. It's better than Ivy and Duncan's. What are you talking about? What are we saying right now? A lot of y'all not making sense. Like some of y'all idolize these players so much that y'all don't even think clearly. Michael Porter Jr. is the best option available for us right now. You're not going to find a better player to get outside of Michael Porter Jr. for what this team needs, which is another shooter. So you got a 6'7" guard in Cade next to a 6'9", 6'10" guard and Michael Porter next to a 6'8", 6'9" and Asar Thompson. The 4 spot's still going to be iffy, but I can live with that. I can live with that. because you still got a high level scorer in Michael Porter Jr. Okay, wake up, people. Michael helps this team. He doesn't hurt this team. We not any better with Ivy or Tobias on the floor. We not. Both of them hasn't been the reason why this team is winning at all. They haven't contributed to this team success this entire season. A lot of these Piston content creator, they gonna make up all these different reasons on why the Pistons always lose certain games instead of giving you the real truth. They always want to blame the refs. Every time we lose a game, right? Y'all notice it's always the refs was terrible. The refs didn't give us no call. It's never the bad turnovers at the end of the game or K missing clutch free throws or us not having a legit second option. It's always the refs. Even when the refs were bad last night, we still should have won this game. Y'all want to pay Jalen Duran the max dollar, and dude struggles. He struggles, man. He's not a consistent player. At times, Stewart looks better than Duran. That's all I got to say, y'all. I'm out.